How to use garlic to treat vaginal yeast infections. Looking for a treatment for vaginal yeast infections isn't always easy. This is especially true because this is a stigmatized problem. Some people even think of them as a sexually transmitted infection, STI. However, this isn't true. There are many ways to get them. Most common ones usually come from the bacteria Candida albicans. This bacteria is present both in your intestines and your genitals. The infection happens when there is an excess of the bacteria. The origin of the said excess can be due to a hormonal change, lowered defenses, a side effect of taking antibiotics, high levels of sugar, a rapid temperature change that affects the balance of your bacteria. However, if you've had sexual relations with another person, it's best to tell this to them. Even if this isn't the source for you, you might have given it to someone else. This is even true if you've had oral sex. Also, keep in mind that sometimes it's asymptomatic. Because of this, it's possible that those who have it haven't realized it. Why use garlic for treating yeast infections? If you pay attention to the properties of garlic, you'll realize that it's perfect for this kind of problem. When it's mixed with the enzyme alliinase, it makes a substance called allicin. This is a great fungicide. Also, garlic also helps you to strengthen your immune system. Thus, you can use it to fight against the bacteria. At the same time, it also helps your defenses resist the attack. Lastly, it also has ajoine. This is another compound that fights against microorganisms that come from infections. This way, your vagina will stay free from any element that hurts it. What does the garlic treatment consist of? In theory, it sounds great. But do you feel a little skeptical of its application? By treating such a sensitive area, it's not odd for you to have suspicions. However, this natural remedy is completely safe. Despite this, if you aren't sure, you always have the option of asking your doctor. If you're ready, here are the instructions for applying the recommended treatment. Mash 3 cloves of garlic with the help of a pestle and mortar or a grinder. Make sure that the pieces are very small. Wrap a sterile gauze strip around the garlic as if it were a bag. Then, tie it together with a strong thread. Keep in mind that you'll have to pull it out with this thread. Put it in the affected area or insert it into your vagina as if it were a tampon. Keep it there for between 2 to 3 hours. Never let it go past 4 hours. Pull on the string to take it out. At the beginning, it's possible that you'll feel a certain burning sensation. You may also see certain milky fluids. Don't worry, this is very normal. Neither of the two things are harmful. However, if you don't find relief, talk to your doctor. You may need other solutions. Remember to tell him, her that you have used this treatment to provide all information. You can use garlic to control yeast infections. There are women who only suffer from this problem once or twice in their life. Others, however, suffer from it on a recurring basis. For the latter, you need to protect yourself to get rid of this problem or reduce its frequency. To do this, you have garlic powder pills at your disposal. They can be found in drugstores or health food stores. The normal dose usually consists of a pill at every meal. The goal is to increase its nutrients thanks to the garlic. This also increases your defenses. At the same time, there are also delicious ways to eat it raw. For instance, you can add garlic to olive oil. You can set this aside for toast and snacks. The flavor is delicious and its ability to control infections is immeasurable. It also takes care of your health in general. Because this is for treating such a delicate area, the best thing to do is to respect your body and use non-aggressive therapies. Yeah.